Okay, hello everyone and welcome back to Motorsport Manager. I am Sean, you are the audience, and I do deeply apologize for the lack of episodes lately. Hopefully I will be able to get more than this episode recorded in the next day or two and have a backlog ready to go like I had in the previous weeks, but last week just nothing went my way, and so far my schedule for this week doesn't look much better, but nonetheless we will try. So, anyway, I kind of forget where we're at, but this is the Cape Town race. I do remember Grosjean got through on the Ultra Soft. Magnussen did not get through. So, we're going to do Magnussen on soft tires with race trim and Grosjean on super softs. Or, yeah. Super softs with race trim. The car setup for today is going to stay the same, except we're going to switch his tire choice. How many laps is this? This is 76 laps. We're going to switch him over to the soft tire, and then he'll ride the soft tire to, he should be able to go soft to, actually he's going to have to go soft to super, unless he can stretch these, but, alright, we'll see. We'll see if he can stretch them. There's not much we can do to change Grosjean's setup here, so we're just going to leave him alone. The driver strategy for now will be neutral, although I think Magnussen, we're going to try to get him to conserve and stretch this out as far as he can go. But let's get into it because, Grosjean is starting 4th on the grid. When I get this pause button in 1 second, we're going to pause right away. And I'm going to ask Grosjean to push and ERS to high to start. See if he can get some space here at the beginning. We're gonna do the same for Magnussen with the exception of the engine mode. He's gonna save his engine for later, I think. And I'm gonna zoom in and let's go. All right. Can Grosjean get through the pack? He is attacking on the outside, but oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Disaster. Absolute disaster. Debacle for Grosjean here. Just a fucking debacle. What the fuck? First of all, where's the penalty? I think he got pushed wide there. Like, that was ridiculous. And second of all, god damn it, I'm going to ask him to push so that he can get tire temperature going. But since he's driving by himself, let's hop up with Magnussen. This race, not off to a shining start, to be honest. That's not what you want to see. That was pitiful. That's not what you needed. Yeah, all right. Good overtake by Magnussen. He's pushing up alongside. I'm going to go overtake. Come on, get through. We got to get past. We got to get past this car. Get past. Oh, my God. We're being pushed wide. Oh, all right. He's through. All right. He's free and clear. Turn down the engine again. Oh, he's fighting. He's battling. It's a battle. How's Grosjean, like, where even is he? All right, he's caught up to this pack, at least moderately. Gonna send him to neutral on the tires. And he's struggling to overtake Van Dorn. You can go to overtake. Go to overtake for just a second here, Grosjean. All right, you've somehow fucking dropped off to the other side of the earth here. Back up with Magnussen, who is still battling. We're going to go overtake again for K-Mag coming into this straight. See if he can pick off 13th place here. Come on, along the inside. Defend. At least maintain position if you're not going to take it. All right, we're going to go back to medium because his fuel is getting quite a bit lower than you might want. For some reason, it feels like Grosjean's overheating his tires over here. If you really take note of that, I don't really understand why. Grosjean's attempting an overtake. Grosjean's close enough to do an overtake, people. Hey, he's not in last. Oh, he might pick up 2. Oh, he picks up 2. Could he go for 3? He's been shoved off the fucking circuit again. Oh my god. They just went 3 wide across the fucking turn, and he gets shoved into next month. And the game doesn't care. The game's just like, nah, that's fine, bro. Fucking Van Dorn throwing us into the fucking barricade. My lord. My lord. All right, neutral for you. Because your tires are overheating, bud. Hopping back up with Magnussen, who's now somehow ended up in this weird no man's land where 12th is way ahead of him, but 13th and 14th are battling and not exactly nearby. One thing about this game is I can't tell when the cars get wide of the track or are seemingly making contact. I can't tell if that's just a weird visual, I guess, or if it's real. Like, because they can hit each other and they can crash and like that can be a thing. But a lot of times I think it's just a visual. Like when Grosjean ran wide at the beginning, he said like, oops, I ran wide, my bad. But, you know, when he got shoved, when Magnussen and everyone got shoved again there, I don't know that that was considered actually like a thing that happened so much as it just occurred. What we're going to do is we're going to ask Magnussen to conserve here. 1, to bring down this tire temperature, but 2, because he's in a good spot where the gap behind's pretty big. The gap in front is too big to really close, but we don't really need to close the gap in front so much because they're all going to have to pit first. So I'm gonna ask him to at least bring this down a little bit because we did talk about how we need to conserve his tires a little bit. He needs to try and stretch these tires just a little bit further than they would typically want to be in order to get the best possible result by the end of the race, which still might not be very good because he didn't qualify well, and now with Grosjean, you know, running off the circuit there, I don't know what there is to be salvaged in this race, to be quite honest. I'm gonna give Grosjean high engine mode so we can try and stay ahead here a little bit more. Yeah, I would like him to push harder, but he's already overheating the tires. I don't want to ask him to conserve because he really has to make up time. But I also know that the soft tire right now wouldn't get him to the end of the race. They're about 45 laps, give or take. And 45 laps isn't going to get him to the end. So, like, a safety car would be ideal. A safety car would be ideal. All right, push and try to get through. ERS to overtake. Go, 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 go. Go, go, go. Get around him, get around him, get around him, you fucking nitwit. Because Grosjean's already in no man's land, so... just questionable. Let's check in on Magnussen. Still kind of driving all by himself. I'm going to ask him to go back to neutral just because this temperature is getting a little low. And you got to keep your eye on that because sometimes if you're not watching carefully, that can be a problem. For sure. Grosjean's like... We gave him... Can I see what his boost is for super softs? So what we're going to do, I think... If we pit him for super softs, he would come out 23rd. What's he in? 16th? Man, I want to pit him. Okay, how close is the back of the grid to each other? Not very close, honestly. But he doesn't have many more laps on these tires, to be honest. Like, even if I ask him... If I ask him to back off and cool these tires down, like, is it even gonna matter? Like, can he even... Is it even possible? Like, is there anything to be gained from backing off here? Like, I don't know. because he's in the wrong place, right? Because he's back here in traffic with people on soft compound tires, so like they're not going to be pitting anytime soon. He's gonna by default end up behind them. Can't get in front of anyone. Like, I have no idea what to do for this guy. Where is he? What the fuck place are we in? 16th? He's over here. Yeah, I don't know what to do for him. I'm gonna let him try to go 2 more laps or something. Maybe. ERS to overtake. Get around Albon. Go, go, go. You can. You can, buddy. I believe in you. Get past Albon. You've been, like, right up his ass. Push, push, push. You can do it. You can do this, buddy. I believe in you. Okay, now you've been overtaken, so I don't believe in you at all. You fucking idiot. I'm gonna call him in now, since this is clearly, I think, at a tipping point. He said he felt vibrations earlier, but all his parts are fine, so I don't know what the fuck he was talking about. The pit strategy is to go fast, because goddamn is this a nightmare already, and we don't have time. Magnussen is just doing his drive, seeing what he can get out of it, and doing his drive. Grosjean, well, he's doing something. They're both, like, their form is terrible. Just pitiful. Also, the track grip is, like, nothing. For 13 laps, that's kind of weird. Oh, God. Just get through this pit without fucking it up. Yay. Alright, well. He needs to push. He needs to go to push mode and figure something out. Let's hop back up with someone who's actually involved in the race. Mr. Kevin Magnussen. Who is pretty far off whoever the hell's in front of him. But Hulkenberg and Gasly just pit, so he's pretty far back, but he is, I don't know. I don't think there's much he can do, honestly. It really depends. Like, they just went on to, like, Pierre just went on to softs. I don't think he's not going to be able to get those to the end of the race, so potentially there's still, like, if he can keep these tires going longer and longer and longer, there's still room for this to work out, but man, it's tough. Switch him back to neutral over here so he doesn't fucking burn the shit out of his wheels. Where's he? Alright, he's not in a good spot. Obviously, dead last is something we consider quite not great, but he is catching up. I really wish that there weren't extra teams in this. I don't know if it's the mod's fault, if I did something when I started this playthrough, but I really wish that there weren't extra teams, because it's just confusing to me. But either way, he is catching up slowly but surely, at least to the back of the pack. And there are people here who have to pit. I don't even know. Okay, he must have just pit. I don't know how this guy is back here on ultras unless he drove off the circuit like we did. Magnussen just overtook Ricardo, who was pitting. That's good. That's good. That's a position gained from our strategy. So far the strategy has gained us a position, which is promising. I'm gonna kick us up to 4 times speed. I just have to monitor Grosjean's temperatures here, but overall, what we're gonna do here, I'm gonna give him high engine mode, as there's a lot of people pitting in front right now, and he's up to 9th now. So if he can maybe do a little bit of pulling away here, he can't do too much because he'll We still got to drag these tires as far as they can go so that we hopefully only have to do a one stop. But because Grosjean's already on a two-stop strategy because of his stupidity, which means Grosjean's race is basically over. Like, I'm only going to monitor his tire temperatures for the sake of not making it needlessly worse. But overall, like, his race is torched. I mean, he literally somehow went from starting 4th in the race, driving off the circuit at turn 1 to 24th place. Honestly, that feels like more of a game mistake than even a Grosjean mistake. Like, I don't understand how you can simulate like driving off the circuit wide a little bit at turn 1 and dropping 20 spaces. Like, how do you drop 20 places because you went wide at turn 1? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, I don't know why he drove off the circuit and like put the car in park, but like he did. So there is that, I guess. Like, it was quite odd, honestly, but you know, so be it. We still got, as far as the pits in front of us, Sainz, I believe started this on his super soft tires, so he's gonna have to pit. Vettel, interestingly enough, has gone for the ultra softs. I don't think he can get those to the end, so he probably has to pit again. So a lot of people seem to be on a two-stop strategy. Norris still has to pit. He's basically going to be pitting at the same time we are, in addition to Stroll and Albon, who are all going to be pitting around the same time. Giovinazzi, Alonso, and then the bottom of the grid. It'll be interesting to see if Stroll tries to undercut us. I have to monitor that situation. Usually, the AI is a little bit... I would argue late on their pits. Like, they usually wait till the tire's like in the 10% window. So there's a possibility that we can pit first and try and do that strategy and go that way with it, because they probably won't pit first. But I don't know. It might be smart enough to know to like actually do an undercut, and then other times they just wait. Like, I think, because when I'm thinking of it, they're usually in front of us, and I'm trying to wait them out, and they just never do it. So it might be possible. I don't know. I need you to back off just a little bit to bring your tire temperatures back down. Let's check in on you. You are just in no man's land. Nobody cares what you're doing, bud. You have literally torched your race in ways that I can't even explain. Fucking Magnussen has to get past this fucking lapped car that's somehow way back here. I have no idea. We've picked up about 5 seconds on Stroll, which is good. It's good. It's not good enough, but it's good. He can go back to neutral and keep using his high engine mode. Magnussen has vibrations now. I don't know what that means, because Grosjean already bitched about vibrations, but they didn't seem to matter. So, like, his parts were fine. So I don't really know what Magnussen, like, I don't know if Magnussen is like really having a problem, or if that's another one of those false alarms. Grosjean's driving form is going up nicely. So he's getting a little bit better form. Throwing the engine mode down, the gap is staying about the same, but it did seem to decrease slightly there. We were about at the same point as far as that goes. Grosjean just overtook Kimi, who is in the pits. Russell's going to have to pit. Grosjean's going to pick up, I think, a decent chunk of... Like, let's actually hop over with him right now. He's actually picking up some spaces here. Via just the strategies being that they all have to pit now, and he does not. Unfortunately, he's on a two-stopper, and I think they're all trying to do a one-stop. Although the one-stop for them would be soft to soft, I think, is the only way they can do a one-stop looking like it, at least for the people in front of him. Like, the people directly around him, like Russell and Giovinazzi and Albon. Norris, it looks like, is going to have to pit before us. The gap between us and Stroll is down to about 4 seconds now. So the engine mode has lost us a little bit of time there. Not too bad, but a little bit of time's been lost, honestly. The track grip is still pitiful. Just checking the weather. It's going to be sunny the rest of the race, so we don't have to worry about that. Alright, well, Grosjean seemingly has fallen off of everyone, so let's hop back up with Magnussen, who himself is still kind of in no man's land. I'm actually going to ask Magnussen to conserve tires here and hope that what we can do is keep our tires alive longer. We're going to pass Norris when he pits, for sure. If we can keep our tires alive a little bit longer, I think when Stroll pits, we go, like, crank the engine and go for it, although the tire temperature is a problem. I gotta really watch this. I need that temperature to go back up, like, right now. Alright, so we've overtaken... What the fuck was it? Stroll. Or no, Norris fell to 13th when he pit, so that's probably about where we're gonna come out, which, I mean, makes sense. That's where we were before anyway. Alright, I'm gonna ask him to push and go to high engine mode, because this is probably his last lap on this set. Like, where are we? Let's slow down for a second. We are about to cross the line. So we're going to let him cross the line. And then, all right, we're past the pit lane. I am now thinking, yeah, we're going to call for the pit now. Do we do it this lap, or can we get another? I think we do it this lap. So let's see. We're estimated to come out in 9th place after our pit stop, which is good. Let's see. We're in lap 38. This will give us 37 laps, which is just about enough to finish the race. So although we have better performance on softs, right? And that's only like a half-star advantage for speed to switch. I think we go softs again, and we can push harder. Like, towards the very end, we'll be able to push a lot harder. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. And, oh man, we've got a front wing problem. Like a real bad front wing problem. We're going to have to fix the front wing. Alright. Call him in. Let's go. Attack. Go to attack mode. And checking in on our wayward friend here. What the fuck? Where is this absolute dope? Alright, the problem is when he pits, he's gonna go to, like, the back of the grid. Rear jack complete. Front wing repair complete. Go, go, go. Let's check in where he's gonna come out here. My front wing feels solid now. Well done, everyone. We actually came out in 11th. I think, yeah. I think the Hamilton overtaking Stroll was really helpful. It held Stroll off for us, although we kind of got pushed back again just now by Hamilton. We really need Hamilton to, like, get well clear of us, because he is holding us up awkwardly. But not bad, not bad, not bad. Yeah. Could be worse. And we've got a lot of fuel extra here, so we can go pretty guns blazing at the end, I think. And Stroll is on ultra softs, which Man, I don't think he can get those to the end. So even if he does pass us, I mean, I'm not too worried about it. And Hulkenberg is going to probably have to pit again. Obviously, Grosjean is going to have to pit. So even the three closest cars are not really a threat behind us so much. And everyone ahead of us is going to have to pit. They're all way out of our way, but they do all have to pit. So I think we're okay. I think this is not terrible. The problem is, can we catch Norris? And I don't know. Like, can we get back into the top 10? Not sure. Not sure. We're going to have to monitor this and around lap 60 or so, see how hard we can push the tires and see what we can do there. There's a cluster happening back there with the blue flag. All right, let's check in with our dumbass. All right, there's a cluster ahead. What do I got to do to get you to the end, my friend? Like, pitting, you come out 15th. What is 21 laps on these? That's not enough. You get 35 out of these. That's exactly enough. So just do it. Fuck it, man. What's the difference? And you're not getting anything fixed. You don't have time to have anything fixed. Just pit your dumb ass and see what you can do. I don't know, man. You're just such a... you're such a pain in my ass. You really, really are. I feel like this happens with Grosjean, like, all the time. I don't know. I feel like every race I'm cursing this fucking idiot for doing something ridiculous. Maybe it's not actually true, but, like, it just feels that way. Like, he feels like his real-life counterpart. Where, like, just something always happens. There's just always something with this guy. It is endless. My lord. Well, anyway, here at K-Mag Factory, nothing is happening, so let's speed us up until we get to... till the, you know, the real pushing begins in a couple of laps. Around lap 60 is when we're really going to want to push. We got to let Vettel pass. Oh, this is going to be bad. Go. All right. We let him pass on a straight, so that was not the worst. It didn't cost us too much time to let him pass there. But we're like 7 seconds off Norris, which is really not helping, honestly. I never even noticed this. He's a dangerous dueler, crash happy. I've never even noticed. What? He's a scaredy cat, crash happy, flat spotter. Oh man. Okay. What a team of drivers we have here today. What a team. What a bunch of fellas. Although Magnussen now has 10 driver form, so that's good, I guess. What happened to you, Grosjean? Where are you? You're just trailing 5th place, and so Grosjean right now is behind 5th, and behind Grosjean is 22nd place. What the fuck? Like, where are you, man? He's just in such a strange place in life right now. Magnussen here has Stroll up his ass, but that's because he's on ultra soft tires, so I mean, to be expected, really. We are now really close to Norris. I don't know what happened to Lando. Like, how did he lose like 6 seconds? What did he do? Drive off the road? Like, what happened? Like, somehow Norris is like real close by now. And he didn't pit. He must have had an incident of some sort. I wasn't looking at the messages down here. He must have... Something happened. Because this doesn't make any sense. Oh, this fucking blue flag, go. I'm going to ask him to push now and see if we can catch Norris. Because if we can catch Norris and get in front of Norris, I think that's very important. I'm only going to let it get down to 70% though, because I don't know where we need it to be. And he might have to, I don't know. He's going to have to pit or he's going to have to slow down. So either way, we'll have another shot to make up this gap in a little bit. So I'm not going to let this go too bad. And obviously the temperature, I'm going to stop it now because the temperature's getting pretty high up there. We're within about a second right now. We're pretty close. If he gets a little bit closer. Oh, Stroll's trying to push past us, and that cost us a bunch of time, I think. I mean, the gap's about the same, it seems, but it felt like that cost us time. Let's zoom in here. Let's get in on the action. We're so close, but so far. Where are we on the circuit? Overtake, go. We're gonna overtake coming out of the slow windy section. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get him. Come on, Magnussen. I can't really ask him to push the tires too much because the temperature's bad, but this didn't help. Somehow I feel like we went slower. I don't think anything actually changed, but man, does it feel like we went slower. Oops, fucking Grosjean's fuel is problematic. But does anyone care what Grosjean's even doing at this point? Like, does anyone really? All right, well, we'll have a chance to pick off Norris here when we get down to the end. Stroll had to pit, so he's out of our way. Hulkenberg's gonna have to pit. Perez is way off the pace, so Magnussen really shouldn't have too much of a threat from behind. All he has to do is focus on Norris in front. That's really the race at this point is just Magnussen versus Norris. Hamilton just had to pit because he had that weird strategy where he went on ultra softs for some reason. But now Hamilton is blue flagging the two of us. This could be our moment. Go, 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 go now, 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 now. This is it. The blue flag is holding him up. Go. Get over him. How did we... How? I don't understand. We get so close, and then, like, whatever happens, happens, and then we get, like, way off of him all of a sudden. Like, I don't know what... Huh? Now we're 2 seconds, like, 1.5 off the pace. Oh, we got him. Go, go, go. Overtake. Yeah, we did it. We're through. Finally, we are through. I still have it on overtake because I want to get past this fucking blue flag car and leave Norris stuck behind it. No, how did we get picked off in overtake, man? Come on! Is this game fucking crazy? What in the fuck? How does that work, man? How? I don't understand. What happened? We need to undercut to pass Albon. Are you high as a kite, Grosjean? Like, what are you talking about? Just get off your fucking radio, you shitbag. Now somehow we're 3 seconds off of Norris. What on earth? How did we... First of all, how did we get overtaken there? How did... Oh, my God. Like, man, I think there's a new version of this game coming out possibly this year, or it's in development or whatever. Like, I read an article when I bought this because I was seeing, because it came out in 2014, I think, this version. So I was seeing if there was going to be a new version. And I think they said, like, the mobile version has, you know, given them enough money to, like, fund another, you know, main entry in the series. I think there is a new version coming. As much as I love this game, the simulation sometimes does some weird shit. And that was one of those that I don't know, man. I don't see how in real life I'm in my highest engine mode. There's a blue flagged car in front of Norris. And somehow, or there's a There's we got blue flagged. There's a car we're trailing who's in front of Norris, and somehow Norris splits the middle of the two of us and overtakes me. Like, that don't make any sense. Now, Norris, I think, still has to pit here, so I don't think it's going to matter. But, like, damn. That was agitating. Obviously. Can you tell that I'm angry? Can you tell? If I made that clear? That was just stupid. Grosjean just overtook Albon, who he told me I had to undercut to pass. Let's check in on Grosjean. We haven't... He's actually in a decent place here. I mean, not really, but, like... all things considered of like the reality of like what his race was when he was in 24th, like to be in 14th right now, he's made up 10 places. That's not terrible. And possibly there's still more to be done. His tires were just barely going to get to the end here, so I don't want to ask him to do anything crazy right now, but he might be able to get past Hülkenberg. Albon won't be able to get past him. Stroll just drove off the Perez just drove off the fucking circuit for some reason. Yellow flag, no overtaking in Sector 1. I don't know what that's about. Norris is gonna have to go into the pits, and we're only 2 seconds behind, so, okay, Norris is gonna pit. He's gotta pit now, right? Yeah. Alright, we're good. Magnussen is through. And should presumably drive off into the sunset basically here. I'm going to ask him to conserve just a little because his tires are overheating and he's got some headway. So I just want to bring the tire temperature back down, get it in a good spot, and then do what we got to do. We're going to go to high engine mode for Grosjean, who just overtook Hülkenberg. Hülkenberg going to get him back, but we got the inside line on this corner. How do we get taken on the outside? It's the same corner, actually. I think that corner simulation is just whack. We've got the inside line, and still around the outside, Hülkenberg fucking maintains. I don't understand. Like, in that case, maybe Hülkenberg's on, like, overtake or something. Like maybe his engine mode helped him, or maybe he's tacking on his tires or something, but like, you know, that one isn't as bad as the Magnussen Norris incident, not even close. But still, the questions have to be asked sometimes, like, what in the world? Certain things just take place here that make no sense. So Magnussen's got a 17 gap to Stroll and basically the same to Ricciardo in front. Magnussen's basically just going to drive to the end. So we're going to hop in with Grosjean until the end, it seems, because, yeah, but Grosjean once again is stuck in the middle of this weird-ass situation where he's got 6th place who is blue flagging him, 19th place is in front of him. I have no idea how he ended up with a 5-second gap to Hülkenberg all of a sudden when we literally just overtook him like 2 seconds ago. Nobody can justify that to me, but hey, these things happen apparently. I mean, in some ways that was how Magnussen got to Norris. I have no idea. All of a sudden Norris was 1 second ahead. A panel just came off the front wing. Well, that's great. High engine mode, buddy, I guess. Try to stay in front of Stroll, or Perez, who's somehow now up our ass. I guess that's related to the front wing damage, but I don't know. Oh, what a race. What a day. What a day for Haas. This is just confusing. Oh, this fucking blue flag at the same corner again, too. Get the fuck away from that fucking corner. Like, just stop with that. I don't know why the blue flag situation always seems to occur right there on the circuit, but it does every single time. For some reason, that is the place that cars seem to catch each other. That is the typical location. Magnussen still got a big gap in the front and the back. Grosjean's gap has shrunk, but not really. Everyone's basically on the strategy that's going to finish the race for them. I'm going to speed this up a little bit. I just have to monitor Grosjean's tires, I guess. The gap behind, 15, 11 in front, behind 4, 3 in front. Grosjean needs to conserve his tires, I think, or he's not going to make it to the end. Magnussen should be fine, but I do have to watch him. Okay, Grosjean's been passed by first place. What the fuck? Excuse me, game. Magnussen's on worn tires. As much as I appreciate that little message, I kind of wanted to, you know, focus on the person I was watching. Thanks very much. Man, his tires are bad. He's got to conserve. They can bolt. I understand, but there's nothing I can do for you, buddy. You just got to get us to the end. Or not. Like, what's the difference? You're not in the points, so, you know, do whatever. Well, I guess he's got to go back to pushing a little bit because his tires are getting cold, but I know it's a tight finish for your Grosjean tires. What the hell happened? What happened to you? What happened to you? First of all, how did we catch up? Second of all, why are you freaking out on the radio? Third of all, get past this stupid car. Alright, he's entering the final lap, right? Is he? Or is he not? Oh my god, there's so many blue flagged cars here. It's crazy. I'll send him to medium. He's on lap 74? Wait, what? He's got that many more laps to go? Oh no. What lap the fuck is Grosjean on then? Same lap, okay. I don't know. Grosjean, just drive. Magnussen, how is Ricardo on like brand new tires? That's why he's so close. He's on like brand new tires for some reason. Attack! Attack! Get him! Get him! Go! Keep going! I don't even know whose car at this fucking corner again. Get the fuck. Yes! We finally did something at that corner that wasn't stupid. That's what I like to see. That is what I like to see. On the final lap. Doing big thing. What? Why is Grosjean's car? Yes, we got to 8th place. What? Yay. In 13th isn't bad for a man who ended up in 24th at the first turn. Hamilton wins for Mercedes. Not really surprising. It's Hamilton, Vettel, Valtteri Bottas, and what? Oh, and I just somehow clicked out of the game. Come back, please. Wow. That was a long episode. 45 minutes about. We're going to finish up at. But, a good episode. I think let's check out the standings as K-Mag hops above Grosjean in the standings and Grosjean drops 1 place. We're in 7th and 8th in the driver standings with 26 and 24 points respectively. Hulkenberg is still ahead, although we did just pass him, I believe, at the end there. So that's pretty good because we're gaining on him. Unfortunately, Grosjean didn't get any points today, which would have probably helped significantly. Over here at Haas Formula 1, we have now fallen from 3rd place down into 4th as Red Bull has surpassed us and has a 16-point advantage. Although in the race, where's the race? Race? Oh, event results. In the event, yeah, both Red Bulls did finish above us there. Also, apparently, we're getting 2 extra points for the fastest lap of the race, which Gasly picked up there, which has something to do with what happened to us, I guess, as far as that goes. Grosjean did not get points. The final point getting place is still 10th in this, even though there's extra drivers, which is kind of weird. I was wondering if it was actually like 12th or something, because I was wondering maybe Grosjean was closer to points than I thought, but no, he's not. So yeah, I mean, it could have been worse. Could have been worse. I don't know. I think there's not much we can do with the two drivers we have. Like, I think they are what they are in a lot of ways. Magnussen gained 6 positions from his starting position, whereas Grosjean dropped 9, which I still think is honestly the simulation and not so much anything we can do. 5th place is conceivable for our drivers at the end of the year. The Ferraris and the Mercedes are probably untouchable, so up to 4th is not going to be possible. In the driver standings, we can compete for 3rd. I'd like to at least hold on to 4th and hold off Renault. Everyone else is not really competitive, honestly. Maybe Racing Point, but probably not. We are through 5 rounds of 16 at this point, so yeah. Well, you know, and as that tweet just said there, I guess it could have been worse for Haas. True. And we were in 24th place coming out of turn 1. So, 8th and 13th. I mean, could have been worse, I suppose. As far as traits go, a top 15 result, impacts him with a -5 marketability. Although +6 to Magnussen for a top 10 result. Driver form is a 6.1 and a 5.5. Pretty much the worst he's been, except for in Beijing. But his placing's been pretty consistent. 5th, 22nd, 7th, 7th, 8th. Over here, though, Grosjean was 2nd, 11th, 8th, 9th, and 13th. It's been all downhill since Sydney, but relatively consistent even then. And our chairman is 100% happy because our expected result was 9th and we came 5th. So, or we're in 5th. So, yeah, I mean, the team's heading in the right direction as a team. I don't know that on a week-to-week basis we're doing, exactly what we want to see, but as a team and that sort of thing, we're moving in the right direction. So, the next episode will be available in a few days, hopefully, and hopefully there won't be such a big gap for the episode following that as well. I'll hopefully have at least recorded the next midweek and race episode by the end of today, if I get the time, hopefully. The next race is in Vancouver, and it is expected to rain, and it's in 10 days, so that'll be interesting. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. This will be continuing. And Formula 1 2019, the game, is coming soon. Hopefully, I'll be able to get some videos of that. iRacing will be back at some point, hopefully in the near future. Anyways, guys, this has been Sean. I hope you've enjoyed. If you have any suggestions for the series moving forward, please leave them in the comment section below. And I will see you all later.